All my fellas, all my fellas, all my fellas, all my fellas, all my fellas.
It hurts.
So if just in case for context, Seth is in pain because I said I'm watching Bill Fighters try in the English dub on purpose.
Physical pain.
I mean, if you've ever seen Bill Fighters try English dub, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like most of their voices are not that bad. The only thing that sucks is the timing for the dub. Like they try to match it with mouth movement, but they do the whole like, that is the build burning Gundam. Like it's just this weird timing and shit. But anyways, like I said, the voices aren't that bad. Sekai specifically is fucking terrible.
It gets worse. It gets worse in the second half of Build Fighters Try when they're like Australian accents start coming through.
Yeah.
Or English. I don't know if it's English or Australian.
That's Australian. I think it's Australian. I'm almost certain it's Australian.
But like, especially Sekai's, like his voice actor, that accent starts coming through. I'm just like,
it's bad, dude. It's pretty bad. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's amazing or that it's like whatever. It's just I watch it because I watch it in English so I can watch it in the background. But like,
I mean, so I've been watching the English dub as background noise, especially when I'm like cooking. But like the second I'm not occupied with something else, that shit immediately goes back to sub.
I just don't want to be reading and like, because like, look, man, I'm snapping the shit together, or I'm doing something like editing pictures or whatever. Excuse me. So I need to like, my brain's like, hey, bro, your hyperfixation can only go so many ways. So like when you weaponize ADHD, through the power of God and anime, you tend to kind of like there can only be so many things. Like, dude, Master Ultra Instinct can only take you so far. All right, you know what I mean?
Are you telling me you haven't unlocked your Sharingan yet?
Hey, man, I haven't started watching Naruto. Bro, three of the guys in my gym straight up said like, "Hey, you need to watch Naruto." Like, so then you and I talked about it. Luke and I talked about it, and then I think it was the other night. I was like, "Well, should I even start with Shippuden?" Or like, no, just go back to the beginning.
No. Start at the beginning.
Yep.
And I'm like, all
as
right,
a martial artist, you need to do it.
Bro. Hey, man, I'm a hobbyist at this point. Like, just like I'm just a regular at the gym, just trying to like learn how to get my ass kicked less bad. Like, bro, like I was telling you earlier, man. I went to that points tournament, like watch people like you see them in the gym, man. These guys, they're like entry level folks or whatever, or like mid level folks, and dude, they like turtle shell a little bit, and then all of a sudden they just fucking go nuts. I'm like, this is a points tournament, man. We ain't trying to murder anybody, but I mean that was cool though. And you hear like they specifically said don't go 100%.
99.
The first thing they do?
99.
99.9.
That was a very plus ultra of you. Bro, I saw that.
R.I.P. My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah,
No,
man.
We're not talking about it. I can't right now.
Man. Dude, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I read the thing, like the ending thing, and I'm just like, it went off into the sunset. This is really weird that like animes that I've started are beginning to end. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, well, now you got to find something new. But then the new ones, now you're in that whole thing of like, hey, but the new ones take longer to develop because some of the stories are like, for example, Free Run. They finally made the announcement that they're going to continue the story. And because the mangaka decided to like, he's off his hiatus. And I'm like, thank God. Because dude, that anime being the first anime that I've ever dove into when it comes to fantasy, I was like, this is beautiful. Like the story is amazing. The anime itself is beautiful. I haven't read the manga, so like I need to I may have to dive in there. So but it's just really cool, right?
Yeah.
That's
the
great.
Last physical volume of My Hero Academia in English ended at chapter 385. So I went into the Shonen Jump app and I'm almost at chapter 400 already, and I'm just going to binge through the rest of the series.
This man is doing it. He's going to do it for the rest of us.
I can't wait, man. Now that I know that it's done and there's an ending, I got to go.
Well, that's kind of No, man, I agree, dude. That's kind of why I feel comfortable now jumping into like Naruto or jumping into Attack on Titan, jumping into like some of these other animes where like everybody was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, dude, the thing is, I don't like to like jump in sometimes when the hype wave is at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's either as the wave is rising or when it's done. Because like JJK, I feel that I caught it well before, like about right before the wave started like going up. Like when it was like still relatively new, so I was like, oh man, I'm gonna jump. And I'm like, oh shit, this is amazing. Damn, oh my god, dude, Gojo's a badass and freaking yeah, and other characters are great too. Yes.
I don't know why you're saying like you caught it. Like nobody like.
Oh my bad, I forgot.
I
I forgot to say.
him to it.
Damn,
No one
I
guided
forgot.
him to it ever.
I forgot. Hey man, hey man, tell him I put you. You didn't want shit until I put you on.
That's right. He wasn't watching no good shit. I'm like, hey man, watch Jujutsu Kaisen. You like it? I sent this man trailers. I was telling him about the story. I showed him a fight scene and his motherfucker. I don't remember what it was that made you want to watch it, but it's just like, hey. Look,
okay, so like me and a few of my work friends, we did a movie night on a separate Discord. I don't know what it was. We were bored that night, and we were doing this. It was kind of like a roulette, like, like a show and tell, basically, of an anime that you like. So they did that. I showed them Witch of Mercury, but the prologue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And well, yeah, man, I ain't about to start. No, man, we ain't about to start with no happy first day of school shit. No. This is Gundam. I want you. Yeah, exactly. I want you to experience tragedy.
No.
Some tragedy, because that's what Gundam is about. War is bad, tragedy, child soldiers, etc. Well, that's Bill Fighters, which is what we're going to talk about today. Actually,
it's more of a show about
Gundam
than a Gundam show.
So. What tragedy is there with? Oh, whoa!
Oh, well, that's Bill Divers. That's Bill Divers.
Same universe, though. Canonically,
This is true. It does blow my mind when people were like, "Oh, that's not the same." Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Advancement.
It's literally the next step. The Meijin is still around, so obviously, if the Meijin is still there, it's all the same universe. Never retire Meijin Kawaguchi III. You're awesome. Dude, so like in the episode of Bill Fighters Try that I literally just watched was him when he was like, "Dare I say it? Gunpla is freedom." And I about fell out of my chair because I'm like, that shit's awesome. It's just funny as hell because he knew it was awkward. And I'm like, oh no, he built a super robot. But no, yeah, man. It's so yeah. Thanks to Jayhound and several other folks that were like, hey, so they put on JJK, and they also put on Heaven. Was it a Heaven? Oh my god,
Heavenly Delusion.
Heavenly Delusion. They put on Jobless Reincarnation, and that's when I showed them. And then I showed them Witch of Mercury. I didn't want to show them Bill 5.
Look, I tried to get you to watch Jobless Reincarnation too. I'm just like, but you were all like, "Why didn't you tell me about Ghislaine?" I'm like, I didn't think I had to. If you would have watched the fucking show.
This man, bro, why didn't you? Oh yeah, that's right. I did send you like this. Like it was an angry message. It was like all caps. My boy, why'd you tell me about Ghislaine? And it was like, I didn't think I had to, bro. I'm like, no. Prime motivation. Anyways, gotta hydrate. Drink water always.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yep.
That's a new one.
Like my boy Tom Segura, water champ. If y'all don't know about Tom Segura, bro, hilarious comedian. Anyways, so again, our boy G underscore Gunpla is here with us today because what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about Bill Fighters, specifically the second half of Bill Fighters, and we're gonna touch base also on Jim's Counterattack, which is the movie for that season, and maybe even a few of the battle log episodes that happen subsequently after that. Now, those are short snippets, and I'm actually going to let Jayhound talk about those because he's watched them more than me. But without further ado, I am Jan, aka the Gunpla Stop. We have Mr. Jayhound. We have Ready Builder 2, Seth. And, of course, our guest, again, GN underscore Gunpla. My God. English is very hard.
English
It's
is
my
a hard
second.
language.
It is my second language. Yes, it is.
Hey, for the record, it's my primary language, and I still can't speak that.
Yeah,
shit.
but you're from the South, and you're also from South Carolina, where they use vinegar in barbecue sauce, which is blasphemy. So there's a lot of man.
I'm like the only Southerner that doesn't like vinegar-based barbecue sauce. I like Kansas style, like the
Oh my
brown
God,
sugar
you are a
sweet
saint.
barbecue sauce.
You're a saint. I know I liked you. I knew I liked you.
You're like, I'm
Or
from the
French
South
fella.
too. Just saying. From
Yeah,
Louisiana.
but Louisiana's so south it's below sea level.
I'm more south than he. Anyway.
Hey, you remember?
He is.
Hey, you remember the last time that I said I'm more southerner than some folks, and some people decided to call me an illegal because of that shit. And
Oh,
that wasn't that wild. That was a great story arc. We call that the Brown arc, and
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I always said that I wasn't gonna directly bring it up, but it was all. But you know what? It was too beautiful. You laid it out too beautifully for me to just. I'm like, nah, man, I got to take this opportunity.
no, that's a good segue.
No, that's great. I love it. this man out here setting up
What have we gotten recently?
setting up picks like Olympic style beach volleyball. Anyways, actually, man, it's been a kind of a not disappointing, but it's been low for me, man. I haven't really got anything. Yeah, man, I got nothing. I'm just building this ridiculous P Bandai AM gunner for Super Robot Wars, but it's huge. You know what? I showed it to y'all when we weren't recording. Let me show you right now. It's massive. This is, I have a big head. Yeah, it's big. It's
Motorcycle go vroom.
Yeah, motorcycle go vroom in space with guns and shit. Motorcycle. It's a Second Amendment motorcycle.
Oh my god.
Large
boy. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's all I got really, because I don't really have much. So, anybody else? What y'all get?
Oh man,
I got
paint. Ooh,
Paint haul.
Gaia's, as far as I'm aware, their first pre-thinned paint, a premium metallic red.
Oh,
sounds pretty.
Okay.
So I had to try it. I was like, I haven't tested it or put it on a corgi butt yet, but
on a corgi butt.
I love the corgi butts.
It's the only way to store paint samples. It's the best.
One of our mutual friends, I showed her some of the corgi butts, and she was like, she kind of like lost her shit because she's like, why does one of them have balls and some don't?
Some are boys, some aren't.
Oh god, that cracked me up. I was like, what the
hell? Jesus Christ.
But yeah, paint hauls are the best hauls, man. That's nice. Colors.
Unless you buy some shit that you didn't realize you already had, like I did.
Hey man, I'm not gonna repeat what I sent you in a message, so I'm just gonna say that you'll find a use for purple.
No, I will.
Actually, you bring up a good point for paint hauls. So, Seth, you and I are on the same page here as far as colors are concerned. Have you ever gotten a pot of paint? Oh, okay, we're semi on the same page.
now y'all are good.
Proceed.
Okay, before you got those, have you ever gotten a color been like, that looks awesome, and then you put it on plastic and you're like, that doesn't look like what I thought it looked like?
That's every day.
Oh, dude, like, okay. So me and BA Gumpo were actually talking about that because he asked me, how do you like Hobby Mio's Metal Red? And I'm like, man, I don't know, because every time I use it either turns out like this weird, almost like magenta-ish or whatever, or almost like a pink, like a bubblegum, depending on the primer. And he's like, dude, use mirror silver or use the silver before using the metal red instead of using black. And I'm like, okay. So he showed it to me, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks amazing. Because every other metal red that I have, actually two other metal reds that I have, require black primer. Hobby Mio's, you need it almost like it needs silver, which is a good thing because I bought Gaia Notes silver primer. Ooh. I have that. the gunmetal primer, the pink primer, and oh my god, and a gold primer.
I think I use gunmetal for everything.
Oh yeah,
almost everything, and that's a problem.
The gunmetal primer is gonna see some abuse. Like it's. Oh yeah. But yeah, Seth.
And to answer your question, yes, actually, the Deathwing that I just did, the yellow V-fin, I have EVA yellow from Splash, and I sprayed it, and I absolutely hated it, and ended up sanding the whole part back down to bare plastic, and ended up using Vallejo's Mecha Yellow, and it just reminded me of how thick acrylic paint is. But yeah. No, I've actually gotten quite a haul since the last time we talked about it. So I've got some more splash paint on the way. I bought a 400 milliliter bottle of Mr. Hobby leveling thinner because this is the way. I got 3 more jars of the Mr. Hobby GX 114 flat clear that I love so very much. On the kit front, I got the first option set for the Ale Striker because I like seed stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Jayhounds. I got the Gawain.
Hell yeah. So mine's on the way. I think it should be here tomorrow.
Dude, I've had mine, for the record, I've had mine for like a week. Jayhound ordered his like maybe 45 seconds after me, and his still hasn't gotten here yet.
Oof.
It's wild to me.
And then
the disrespect.
The disrespect. Jan, this one is a dedication to you. I got the Amazing Red Warrior. Got to do this. This is actually going to be my first Maging kit that I'm going to build and paint.
Speaking of Maging kits, I am thanks to Jayhound. Once his stuff arrives, and he subsequently mails me that stuff, I will be 1 kit away from having the full high grade Maging lineup.
Is it the Barbatos or is it the Camphor?
So he helped me acquire the Camphor. The Barbatos, I'm just waiting for it to release.
And then,
which I think it released in Japan. So I mean, if I really was that hard pressed, I go to Suru and like the druggie that I am, I'm like, is it there?
Yeah,
it's free shipping right now.
Why, man?
Yes.
I'm living vicariously through you because I can't right now.
I dislike you right
and
now.
Then to top off the gravy train of ridiculous things that I have bought, I actually my birthday's coming up, and a buddy of mine is sending me the Debon new Gundam Verka with the double fin funnel set, and we talked about this earlier. I don't like the fin funnels on the new Gundam, so I'm ditching that, and I ordered the nuclear backpack from USA Gundam Store, the big massive with the oh my gosh, what are they called? Sosby's got them. Funnels.
Funnels.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got funnels set into it, and then I also got I think it's Sempro's heavy weapon system armor. So, like, I'm doing a completely, like, heavy weapon system with a brand new backpack, new Gundam Verka, and all of it is third-party stuff.
This man out here trying to make, like, straight enemies with Bandai.
Listen, Bandai gets enough of my money. Papa Bandai is doing just fine.
This man trying to be like a Boeing leaker for Bandai. Bandai about to call Boeing and be like, "Hey, I need you to take care of a problem. Need you to take care of a naysayer."
Trust me, believe me.
A false prophet.
Bandai is getting a lot of my money, especially with the HG Dual Blitz that's coming out. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. The RG Gramps 2.0, I'm going to be picking it up.
Dude, the RG Gramps, man, the 2.0, I'm amped.
Dude, I bought a real grade 1.0 Gramps, like the first real grade, just to have for when the 2.0 comes out, and I can build them back to back.
Get that feel for a comparison.
Oh boy,
I want to do the same thing.
Bless you.
So.
Now, granted, I will say that I think a big reason why I didn't like it was probably skill issue from back then, because it was a long time ago. It was my first year.
Did you just admit to having a skill issue?
Bro, this is back then, man. Wait, how long ago did I build that thing? Let's go, because I have a YouTube video about it. So like,
I think it was before we met.
Probably, because
Yeah.
I was still in Gunplay University.
Back when that was
there. Yeah, so like, yeah, man, that was. I'm just scrolling through real quick just to see. Double the Dynamis, real great. Dude, that was 3 years ago. It was more than 3 years ago.
Damn.
So, that was 3 years and 300, 400 kits before, whatever. So, yeah, there's quite a, the Zenkai boosts have been amazing. Every real grade is like going near death.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I was just talking to our mutual friend Never Waffle about this today. I feel like I've gotten one of the biggest Zenkai boosts I've ever gotten in my career this year.
Lacquer paint.
Not just the lacquer paint, like the things that I'm doing and the kit bashes that I'm making and making it all look like it's meant to be. And yes, the lacquer paint. I think the lacquer paint's carrying a lot of my shitty work. The paint carries.
So like lacquer paint and no, dude, your work has been really, really good. Like don't sell yourself short on that. But like lacquer paint does have this. I don't know if it's like this. It feels more forgiving in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it lays down real nicely. Like less coats of it are required in some cases. Like, and there's this like large variety when it comes to some of the pre-thin stuff. So it gives like first timers an opportunity to really kind of dive in. And like, cause dude, Hobby Mio, these motherfuckers have my money so badly. Like they just released this paint called Sapphire Blue. It looks like this in between metal purple and metal blue. And I mixed that shit the other day, like when I was doing my narrative. So I was like, oh my god. So now I'm like, great. Now when the B packs comes in on P Bandai, and I basically replicate the work that I did on the narrative that I did now, I don't have to mix colors. I'm like, so I'm really lazy. The easier it can make it, the better.
Oh man. But yeah, no, Splash's pre-thin paints, they've been absolutely phenomenal for me. I like them a lot. Now my primers and my finishes, I have been having to thin those myself. I do not fear the ratio any longer.
Hey.
Gaia Notes has my attention right now. So
Gaia Notes is good, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Those primers that they have, they're pretty solid. And Jayon's been freaking killing it with what's it called? What's that contest that you entered? The old
to go, yeah. USA Gundam Store's old to go contest. I was working on that earlier today. It's like I told somebody in a different Discord server, I was like, I'm using every skill I have and some that I don't, because I'm learning some shit on the fly.
Do you have
like
skills?
Go ahead.
Well, no, I was curious. Out of those skills, what were the ones that you don't have that you're working on now?
Bro, I've never had to like replace a socket before. Like, okay, so I'll show you. So this thing had like right here. Hold on, right here. It used to be a peg, but I have converted it into a ball socket on the inside. Like I had to glue the ball socket from a option set inside, and then put a ball ending peg into the socket instead of just static arm pegs. And I had to I didn't know Tori had a Dremel tool, but I used her Dremel tool to do so, and then just had to keep basically like just eliminating more and more of the surface area until it like was a perfect circle and fit the area. And then so I'm gonna like glue this together with plastic cement and make it one part. And then let's see, since my work is right here, so it's not gonna look like this when I get done with it, but I had to take claw plate, the white part, and create an area for a poly cap to go into, so I could put this ball joint into the ankle, which used to be a different kind of poly cap, but now it's like a ball joint instead of like they had it. It was weird. They had like in this, like up in here, it was sideways. There was a peg that just stuck straight out like that way, and you just slid it into a poly cap going like this. And I'm like, why? I don't like that. So I gave it some different, I guess, joints. But now I'm gonna work on the arms and get those better because I have the shoulders good, or like the armpit, I guess. The legs are fine, and then I had to create like some. Let's see. Just, I know people are interested in this because they're working on this contest right now, and if they see it. But okay, so right here, this used to be all one piece. So I cut it and then added a piece of runner to be like a place where it could pivot. I had some clear ply plate in here and drilled a hole through it and put before I like glued it all together. I put a poly cap inside of it, so this has something to spin in without damaging the planet. I mean the plastic, my bad. And then so now it can do this like a regular modern leg joint. And it's like, hey, it's a lot of work, but I'm enjoying it most times. The arms have been kind of taxing because I don't know what I'm doing. I have to watch a Japanese guy again because like Japanese YouTube gunpla builders, it's like a treasure trove of knowledge, and you just turn the subtitles on, put it to like translate into English, and you can pretty much get most of what it's saying because it'll accurately translate most of it. And if not, it's visual, so you can just pause it, go back, pause it, you know. But yeah, so remodifying shit, I didn't do that before this contest. Not really. The most I'd ever done was like drill a hole to make a 3mm peg go somewhere it wasn't gonna to with the first part. But this, it's like I'm changing joints and like adding new ones and replacing shit and then like cutting stuff in half. I'm like, hey, bro, this shit kind of scary, but it's rewarding because I'll have like skills, like actual real modeling skills. But oh yeah, that is all I got going for Old to Go right now. I'm gonna basically take this Dragnar 1 and with the lifter, and it's not the high grade, it's the one from 1987, and I'm gonna basically put it in like dark Dragnar colors. I even like if I can find the head, and it'll be the last thing I tell you boys. But the head, here it goes. I took the head and I got rid of the eyes in there and put chrome in there so I can gloss the chrome and then have a clear, like shiny backing to add some of these 1995 wave eyes and give it a more menacing eye structure because I'm going to make this a bad guy Dragnar. But yeah, okay, that is it. Like, I'm getting exhausted thinking about all the shit I had to do for it. It was a lot.
Nah, man, just gotta kind of compartmentalize it, you know.
After I get done with it, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll write a list of everything I did.
Bro, like kind of like how we
everything.
Yeah, and how we discussed it, you know, with Uncle Ricky and Uncle Luke. You know, we just gotta, you know, you gotta make sure you compartmentalize and do project management. You know, and that's another plug for a previous video. Check that out.
Oh, I almost forgot. I bought Bandai decals and it hurt my soul.
You got to be gentle with those, bro. Like, I remember the first time I used some, it was bad.
First time I did fucking Bandai decals was on the Master Grade High Nouveau cop. So him grabbing Bandai decals for little logos and shit, I'm over here like,
yeah. Like literally, I got this whole set for 2 decals off of it, and it's a Faith decal.
Yeah, I was about to say the Faith
decal. Because I'm working on this Zaku, and I'm doing it in Diarca colors. The only reason nothing's been painted so far is because I'm waiting for the splash paint I just ordered. It's Teton's Gray.
Why?
Fucker.
Why?
It's Titan's Gray.
So hold on. The decals you bought. How many of the particular ones that you need? How many come on that set?
So I get 3 full-size Faith decals, 3 full-size Zaft logo decals. Looks like 5 of the smaller ones, and then I'm gonna use other stuff. Like it's got like your general warning decals and stuff on it that I'll put around the joints. This is actually the set off of the Sword Impulse Master Grade.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
I think I just used the ones that come in the box. I think some do. But either that or I'll buy the Sim Pro kind, man. I don't want to fuck with the Bandai one.
So the reason I didn't go that route is because this kit has the potential of ending up on the table for GBWC, and I don't want to get disqualified for having third-party decals.
Gotcha.
Oh man, he doesn't want to be disqualified for the religion he preaches.
Yes.
Third party.
Third party. Bring kids to the poor.
Hey man, plastic is plastic, homeboy. Just saying, man.
Bro, my nubbins jar right here is it's probably 50% poverty plastic.
Man, I don't want to go grab my jar right now. So I'll just.
Why do y'all have jars?
Keeping jars.
So like the only reason why is because I've heard other people do it, and it was just like, I don't know, maybe it'd be like a fun little novelty thing that's just kind of like, I don't know, just whatever, right? And the thing is that at the rate the jar has filled has made me more aware of how fast I build, and it's kind of, I think, become a negative influence. I'm like aware now, and I'm like,
Are you okay? So are you like, gotta fill the jar, build faster? Or is
no. The opposite. The opposites happen. I'm like, oh man, I'm filling this jar too fast. So I gotta get out of here.
It's just too small of a jar. That's all.
It's a large pickle jar, man. It's like
hey, maybe
big around.
Maybe get rid of it because it was a silly idea in the first place, and just build and don't have anxiety watching this gauge field telling you how much you build plastic.
Watching this gauge.
So the reason I have enough jar, one, I started it because it was the easy way to clean my desk and keep everything organized while I was building, so I didn't have like nubs all over my workstation. But as the jar is filled, I thought, well, maybe I'll get like a little like glass Snoopy piggy bank or something and fill it with all the nubs. And then it hit me. When the jar is full, take all of this, pour it into an envelope, and mail it to one of you.
This man trying to get cross-continental hands, dude.
And that way, when you're just like, what is this? And you open it, you get an entire little yogurt jar full of nubs all over your carpet.
I wish I could make, like, if you do that shit, I will find a way to mail back some fucking Wile E. Coyote envelope that opens into a fucking punching, like a boxing glove on a spring. Get that shit out of here.
Like I said, this man wants cross-continental hands, dude. I'm just saying. The generational feed.
That or like anytime I send anything to anybody in the group, just sprinkle some nubs into the box.
It's like a Gunpla glitter bomb. I hate you.
Wow.
That was the idea because I'm a monster.
Tiny monster. Just a little bit.
Only a little
I like
bit.
the idea, just
mayhem. Chaos.
Like I respect the chaos you're trying to cause. I just don't want any part of it.
I learned it from Jan. He taught me the way.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that shit to anybody. When have I ever done that to anybody? I'm the one that's been a victim of this kind of bullshit because of Kirk. That motherfucker put large confetti in one of my in my Secret Santa that we did a few years ago. Actually, it was last year. Matter of fact, no, last year. I don't know. And I'm still finding pieces of freaking confetti, mind you, and like. Yeah. And I know I'm going to find more when I open that freaking Alphamon because that was also in the box. Well, so like, I'm over here like, what am I to do? I don't want
the thing. So I learned this behavior from you, but I've taken it and I've evolved past your level of tomfoolery, if you will.
But because hey man, here's the problem. You assume that this is like the peak, man. But y'all haven't seen my final form. Like you don't know the powers that you mess with, man.
This man said,
"No, don't do this fucking like rising." fucking rising prank war nonsense. And then, Jan, you're not fucking innocent. You sent me that goddamn Zaku Bell shirt knowing I don't like Taco Bell because I worked there for 6 years and I don't like Zaku's.
Hey,
And you know what? No,
hey.
fuck you. Because I had to answer the door. I had to answer the door today, and I wasn't wearing a shirt because I had just woken up, and I reached through the dirty clothes in the bathroom, and the only shirt available in my size is a fucking Zaku Bell. And I was like, God damn it. And I put it on and I answered the door. And then the guy gives me his fucking package that got delivered to his house by mistake. And I closed the door and I threw the shirt off. And I was just like, had to put on this shit. And Tori's like, it's just a shirt. I said, it burns my skin when it touches.
Dude, that reminds me. So
Oh god, dude. Mind you, for context, this shirt was not a solo endeavor. All right, that was a joint venture between Tori and I. Because she had to find out. I had to ask her what your size was. So like, it's not all me, man. I didn't guess your size just because I'm freaking a genius. You know what I mean? Like
Fucking betrayal.
So I will tell y'all one more thing. I almost forgot about it. So I have been feeling bad that I'm the only like mainstay panelist on this podcast that does not have a Gundam themed hat. So I ordered one.
Yes.
I'm really excited about it. It's a nice fitted cap. It's got the Anaheim Electronics logo like off to the side of it. It looks really good. And then after I ordered it, I'm sitting there scrolling, and it pops back up in my feed, and I look at it again, and I realize that it only comes in extra large. And your boy has a peanut head, and I don't think it's gonna. Like, I'm gonna put that shit on. It's gonna like go over my ears.
This dude, he's gonna look like one of those guys on the Death Star that have like the big fucking head and shit. Like with.
We'll start calling you Five-O from now on.
Bro, he's
like
oh my god,
West. Oh shit,
bro, he's gonna look like a fucking Marasai, dude.
Hold on, dude, like so here's the deal. So
like a Zaku with a hat.
My buddy a couple years ago got me a Carolina fitted hat, and when I put this thing on, it looks like I borrowed my dad's hat. Hold on.
Damn,
bro, he looked like a 12-year-old.
This is so disproportionate.
It made you look like young immediately. Like you went from like, "Hey Seth," to "Does your father know you're out here, young man?"
I look like a fucking narc.
Man's about to get talked to like fucking like All Might talks to Medora, young man. Do you know what you're doing, young man?
I put it on and it's too big, and I'm just like, "Hello, other youth."
Oh my god. That's terrible.
Hello there, fellow youths. Jesus, dude. Oh my god.
I also like Gundam.
Ew, the fucking skateboard meme. Oh my god. Hello, fellow youths.
Instead of a skateboard, it like you just edit me to be holding like a master or no, it's got to be third party like the hunting kill or something. It's like I also like Gundam, and it's not even Gundam.
Oh my god.
At least it's not a transformer.
Oh man.
You know what,
dude? Oh my god, you say that though. I was at work and there's folks that janitorial services and they come by to like clean up all the trash cans that are in each of like the main cubicle areas and shit. So I have all my Converge figures at work, and I have them all on like this little tier display. It looks really cool. And I have two of the prints from my god, he does all the sticker designs for USA Gundam Store. So I have some prints in my desk area. Dude, this guy comes in, he's like, "Oh man, there's really cool Transformers." Man, I had to like stop myself because I'm like, I love my job.
The hand just starts vibrating and it raises up, like, don't
dude. This hand of mine is burning red, dude.
Yes.
Oh boy.
They don't know.
Shining bitch slap.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I was getting upset.
Oh my god.
But if your hand's glowing green, then we have another problem to talk about.
Oh no, yeah, it's hey, yeah, you might want to get that looked at. Like every time Goon would say like in our voice chats, he's like, "Man, this hand of mine is burning red." And I'm like, "Bro, it's burning. You need to go get that looked at." But yeah, no, but all that being said,
I think
Um,
we've meandered enough.
oh man, it's a lot of fun. That's what people love. They love our tomfoolery and our overall just ridiculousness. But so we left off with Bill Fighters at, I want to say, episode 14 or 15.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. 14
Episode
was
14.
Yeah, it's like 14.
it? Okay. Let me. I should have had this up, but we were having a good time. Let me get the episode count real quick. I mean the episode names.
Episode 15 is Fighter's Radiance.
Fighters Radiance.
I have the Blu-ray in front of me. I don't know these off the top of my head. I have physical media. Oh,
Okay.
That's right.
did I tell y'all that
Right.
I pre-ordered the steel books of season 1 and 2, The Witch from Mercury, and I got
Yes.
Kukuru Dawn's Island on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's
Pre-ordered.
cool. That's cool.
You did.
That's cool.
Yeah. Physical media is forever.
That's right.
Hey man, physical media is forever until the place where it's. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. Anyways,
Listen.
Um,
When Skynet happens, y'all can come over to my house and watch TV. Y'all
if
just need to
Skynet
get
happens,
snacks.
there's nothing digital that. What are you talking about? That it does. That's it. It's over. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You think
I
I
mean-
won't shoot the fucking toaster? Like, what
Do you,
the fuck?
do you understand how an EMP works?
Oh, EMP. I mean,
Anyways.
we can still come look at it.
It-
We can still
If
come
I
to
were
this
to
house and look
say
at it.
no,
Yeah, look at this at the DVD at the Blu-ray that doesn't work anymore. Okay, come on.
That's right. You say like, oh yeah, episode 15. That was a good one. And we just talk about it.
like we're about to.
share stories around a campfire about tales of little modeling kids and little alien boy with the red hair.
Listen here, whippersnappers. I'm about to tell you the story of Sei and Renji.
Ray G. I
Again?
swear to Christ.
I think this
I
time you
knew
did
it
it
just-
on purpose.
I did.
Yeah.
God,
Fucking
physical media does not. Just because you have physical media doesn't mean you pronounce shit correctly. Damn it.
Well,
Anyways,
first off, I'm Southern, so I don't pronounce anything correctly.
damn.
Why? No,
So
I keep catching strays for this shit. Like, no. What? Well, hold on.
Man's catching more strays than freaking Shin did and
so,
Sea Freedom.
For the record, Jay, you're in the South, but I'm in the South that did shit.
Damn, he said Louisiana ain't shit.
No, I'm saying my state did shit that I'm not proud of.
Uh-oh.
Damn, he out here flying the flag and whatnot.
No, absolutely not.
My God.
You know,
Oh,
I was
boy.
about to say the only flag that flies is red, white, and blue, but then it dawned on me that one was too.
Oh my god. I think
As if
they
you
wouldn't know
tried
what
to
you meant.
rhyme.
I can't fucking win. Anyways, Gundam, plastic models, let's go.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
Before I get us
episode 15, Fighters Radiance. This is the episode that we left off that we were talking about freaking hands, dude. Hands flew in this episode. But before that, they were recovering from the loss from that race because of the Gunpla Mafia. As stupid as it should sound. Put a pin on the
It makes
Gunpla
sense in
Mafia. That'll
context.
matter later. It'll matter later.
That's right.
It will.
That'll be on the test.
We will circle back. but yeah, like so they're recovering from the loss, so now they have to fight Fellini. So they're obviously they're going through it, and Fellini, has these discussions with Kirara, basically, oh, you're gonna throw the fight to help them out, Kirara.
Keep
Rinko is bae, bro. Kirara is just, she's a pretender.
Fake Lacus.
Fake Lacus.
Discount
What-
Lacus.
It's
Discount.
good to have options though.
We-
Just saying.
we have lackets at home.
Mirai Kamiki, boy.
Yeah,
But she comes later. But yeah, like, so they're going. So she's assuming that he's going to throw the fight, but then the day comes. Gunpla battle start, plastic particle dispersal, and you see that my boy is locked in. Everybody's locked in, and man,
GP
what a
bases
fight!
are set.
Hell yeah! I didn't say that. That was a haul. I got a GP base in.
Nice.
Only one.
Now you,
I'm
you
ex-
just
yeah,
gotta
I only-
bring
I only
out
need
insert
one.
They're
sport
hard to
now.
find.
Yeah, dude, that thing was $20.
Yes.
Oh shit! I did. Oh man, I did get something. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, boy.
Man, get the fuck out of
Hey.
here.
Hey, by the way, shield upside down, gang, gang.
Okay, so are they? How first of all, how much did you spend on them, or a
Retail.
ballpark?
It's
Okay,
retail.
And
Because
are
I got
they
them from
comfortable?
Crocs.com. Hell yeah, they are, dude. Dude, Crocs are comfortable.
Oh, my
And
God.
by the way, I show. So these are actually like my like build area / gym shoes. So like when I go to the gym, these are the Crocs that I wear. And it's gonna be one of those things where it's no, hey man, there's a bunch of weebs there too, so it's fine.
They're literally the first one that pops up when I Google Crocs.
Because they're the best ones.
You're welcome. Hey, hold on. Screenshot that. But so yeah, so basically this episode, fucking hands and fists flying shit. And there was something that Jayhan mentioned last time that he was getting eager to mention about this fight, about like what Fellini does and shit. I'm gonna let you take that away,
Bro, it was super inventive. How it's just like it's coming down to like I'm talking about the nitty gritty, like balls to the wall. This man improvises a weapon, takes the beam mantle and wraps it around his fist. Like bro, he's like, hey, we gotta go hands, we're going hands. Like that shit was so cool to me. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers ain't playing. I got you.
bro. He was like, these two are kids. I'll give a fuck.
See, that's the move in the episode that got you. The one that got me, he did the forbidden lightsaber move.
Yeah, I forgot about
sure
that.
did.
Yeah,
He sure did.
yeah.
He flicked the beam saber off, and I'm just like, this dirty bastard. If it works, it works.
That shit clever though, bro.
If anybody, I mean, regardless of what your stance is on like Star Wars and shit, but they did that shit in the Acolyte, and I was like, how long did it take for someone to finally do that shit? Like,
40 years.
It's forbidden for a reason, but come on, man, let's see some bad guy do some bad guy shit. And they did it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, like what group of bad guys follows an honor code? Like shit.
I think they did that move in Fallen Order as well. The Star Wars game that came out recently-ish, but it's had a sequel since then. But Cal did it as well.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well,
Morally Gray.
Fellini did it.
Yeah.
Fellini was the original.
It's like, hey, it's a good technique. Was he?
Did it like because like what was it? Because earlier in the show, Reiji did he flipped the beam saber forward during the Meiji fight. So like kind of seeing a similar technique, except a little more. I don't want to call it underhanded because I mean, hey man, it's a fight. You know, there's no like etiquette when it comes to beam sabers and shit. Especially when in the later series there's some wild power level gaps, and it's like, how the hell did you get your Gunpla to do that? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But of course, it's an anime. I'm not exactly expecting realism and shit. But they're making plastic float.
But my thing is, just like with Star Wars, like, why don't more people do this?
I mean, because if you time it wrong, that's your ass. Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and like, one of my favorites, like, in Seed, they can't do that because they don't parry beam sabers in Seed. They pass through each other.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever watch it, they always block beam sabers with the shield. They don't parry beam sabers, and the one person that tried to parry a beam saber was Shin, and he learned the bad way. He tried to catch with the palm of Viocina and got both the hands shattered.
Oh man, Shin, what a knucklehead, that
guy. I love that kid though.
Hey. I love that kid.
No, he's my favorite Seed character. I know we're not talking about that right now, but he's my favorite Seed character. But also the beam saber spin move, like from the beam saber from the hilt, that spin thing they did in Build Fighters. Mm-hmm. Dragnar did it back in 1987, and you come to find out, Fukuda, the guy who directed Seed, also worked on Dragnar. He keeps bringing that shit up for some reason. Anyway,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I like that move. I actually like the fact that I don't think we saw it because there's no hilt mounted beam sabers besides the freedom. It's the freedom and strike freedom.
The strike freedom.
Strike
So the
Strike
freedom,
freedom.
the freedom and
Freedom's
the
on
justice
top.
have it mounted like they're built into the top of the side skirts.
Okay, yeah.
The strike freedom has it mounted on the outside of the side skirt or
Yeah.
rail cannons, whatever you want to call it.
And the rising freedom has it on the side skirts too. Like,
Yes. But
God,
even the
Rising.
infinite justice, it's built into the top of the side skirts.
Those
yeah.
sides
So
are
like, yeah, seed designs, man. Say Iori being a seed head, kind of like, he played well because the dude like just like absorbed all the good aspects of it, and then just did better because better writing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So then the following episode, let's see, it's so we know that Sei doesn't have a deadbeat dad because he comes back.
Take that, Ash Ketchum.
there it is.
That's right.
Little anime kid's father is not a deadbeat, confirmed. He just likes Gunpla so much that he's around the world preaching the good word. So the anime is confirmed to, hey, this is only a vehicle to sell plastic. Who knew? Gasped in Spanish. Okay, porque?
Dude, I just realized that if the Build Fighters universe was real, Sei Iori's dad would arrest me for buying fake Gunpla.
Oh no, yeah, dude, you be behind bars, bro. You be in the Bandai gulag, dude.
Or would that only be if you tried to set a third-party kit with a GP base? And
I
then
was
fight
wondering,
GP
like,
count?
it was
We
still
all
work
know
too.
I would do that just to see what would happen.
I'm sure you would, dude. I'm sure you would be like Gunpla battles. Like, oh, great! The model store got a Gunpla battle terminal. Yeah, takes the freaking the not what's that Gundam
Launching in
from,
the
IBO?
Gundam fighter.
Oh, the Thunder Insights Grace, the not.
Yeah, he'll
Gundam
take
Asmodee. There you
the
go.
Thunder Inside's Grace and shit and put it on the GP base. Then Takeshi Iori's gonna come out of a ceiling tile and just arrest his ass right there on the spot.
It's like,
No.
did the Gunpla Mafia give you this? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's what he
He's
buys from. He buys from the
Gunpla
Gunpla Mafia. Oh my god, that's what Gundam. That's what Gundam Model Center is. That's what Gundam it is. Is the Gunpla Mafia. Oh, whoa, dude. We done it. We exposed it. We exposed it.
Gundam Mafia Central. There you go.
We exposed
Oh
it.
my
We
god.
exposed. There it is.
Oh my god.
Hey man, I don't see the Goonies dropping bombs like this. We out here providing information to the public, and boom, exposed third parties, Gunpla Mafia. It's them. Done.
Yeah, fuck them guys.
bro, like it was the only time I've ever. There was one time I got like I don't know, I was bored as shit. So you know me, when I get bored and the troll decides to come out, it's a bad day because it's like, great, now I have an excuse to cause problems. So like one of their mutual friends had just started building Gunpla, and they asked, oh, what should I get? And they pointed to a perfect grade Banshee. And I was like,
Damn.
hey, yeah, that shit's great. And then Goose decides to like say something, you don't want that fucking rainbow colored fucking bland ass design. Whatever he says, fucking Earth is flat. We didn't land on the moon. All that other shit that he also says. Whatever. So yeah, man, and like I posted the the little meme of the kid that gets like held back by his friends, and I was like, well, fuck, hold me back, dude. I'm about to throw some hands, dude. But it's just like one of those few times where I'm like, I want to start some trouble. I say a few times with a grain of salt because I like to cause trouble a lot. But it's just.
I'm pretty sure Takeshi would arrest you too.
Why? What is it because of the? Is it because of the? Is it because of the FedEx that's like in the background, like right here?
I'm about to say, I'm looking right at it. But what the fuck you mean? But anyway, I mean,
bro, I'm pretty sure he would forgive me for the fucking insane amount of Bandai there is on this wall.
Okay,
he would forgive.
he'd have to confiscate the Phoenix. How do you feel about that?
Bro, I ain't paying $500 for a genuine band. You know what though?
bro,
The funny
no,
part
set
about
your
it,
GP base, bro.
the funny part about it is that the other day I actually considered buying the one on P Bandai, but I'm like, man, the only way I could like realistically do it is if I sold oh my god, the fucking the bond perfectibility. Like that's the only way I could do it. And I know it's about to go off in a week, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell it in a week. So yeah,
We're gonna have to start having stuff like what would Takeshi do?
dude, that'd be a hilarious bit. Like, what would Takeshi do?
So it's because of Takeshi Iori that we have one of the greatest memes in the entire, or greatest gifs in the entirety of like the community, and it's like the shaking hands trying to put the eye stickers on.
Yes.
Dude, that's like the most real shit in any Gundam series. Like that moment was like, no, yes, yeah, right there, yeah, that.
So like every now and then they bring it back to like, you know, we actually do build Plamo like in a normal way sometimes. It's like just like that in Gunpla Builders Beginning G, where he's like putting on the paint in the eyes and like applying decals and like panel lining. It's like real smooth animation too. And then you got Reiji, like barely putting on the sticker, like, oh my god, yeah, that shit, good shit. But anyway, so
man,
I think
all we gotta do is mention anything, he'll pull the Blu-ray out. And shit. It's like, dude, it's like me with like, hey man, have you tried that? Have you tried that new Action Base? Yes, the Action Base 7.
Today's episode is sponsored by, pretty much.
But Action
so
Base
like,
7.
If anybody wants to sponsor us, I will gladly sell my soul for some money.
This man right here. Oh shit! Speaking of which, oh my god, totally forgot. I really want to send just a quick middle of the episode shout out to Leaping Panda for sharing our channel and our podcast for this last iteration. That was so cool, so awesome. And yes, I'm also, you know, I do have a discount code with them. So if you ever decide to shop at Leaping Panda, use code GUMPLA stuff, 10% off. It's great. It helps you with shipping. Hey man, just a little bit cheaper here and there. Every little bit helps. But there's a great group of folks. Sean's awesome, the shop owner. He's great. He and I talk almost on a like every other day here and there. And yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but that was my cat. That was Della. Hi, Deli.
I heard her.
So now she wants to be social. But no, you know, it was really good. It's really nice when other shops, you know, like specifically when they want to share the stuff that, you know, just us talking and BSing about like either Plamo techniques or a series, you know, like especially Build Fighters, which is kind of Build Fighters to me is a love letter to all the builders out there. But Kitty, but
I just realized something. So like to like crawl back to the topic real quick, but like so. When Takeshi, because is episode 16 the episode where he teaches Isla and Reiji how to build?
Yes.
Okay, so
episode
Takeshi,
16. Yeah, episodes. 16.
He teaches Reiji how to build the beginning Gundam, which is the main character's Gundam from basically the build show right before this one, which is wild to me. It's funny.
Probably paying homage to it.
And like, I don't know if it's the design of the beginning Gundam that like, not that I don't like it.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. I will say this is grasping at straws, but it is interesting that the beginning Gundam does the whole 3 beam saber thing and the fingers.
Yep.
And the new Gundam from Requiem for a Vengeance has 3 beam sabers on the back.
I noticed that. I bet it didn't use them all at the same time though.
No, but which I'm not gonna lie. Aside from the head, I dig everything else.
The face kind of derpy.
And that shield has to be used upside down because that bitch is way too long.
It's weird looking, but I like the head, but it's because it's ugly. And I was like, hey, why do you like this ugly? Because it's intimidating. Like in the shots that they show when it's like obscured by smoke, shadow, and flames and shit like that, and like the eyes lighting up in the darkness, that motherfucker looks scary. Like I don't want to encounter this dude at night or down an alley or on the battlefield. So I appreciate that. Like,
so you're saying that the new Gundam is a butterface?
So yeah, the Gundam EX, them he's ugly, like straight up. But to me, you can be ugly in a cool way because it's a war machine and it don't have to be pretty. But anyway,
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I
so
like my pretty
back to the topic though.
girls.
We first get glimpses of Reiji kind of becoming a builder as well as a battler in episode 16, even though he didn't really want to. And then Isla was just there for along for the ride. So, but I mean, it's cool, and you get to see that, like you said, Sei is not like half an orphan. Like, he's got both parents in the picture.
Well,
More than I have to say
because
about
like what
my
was it
dad.
because like what the beach episode, you had freaking Ral trying to hit on her and shit, and it's like my boy, hey, she's in a committed relationship. She married.
Say, look, Professor Oak's spot has been filled, Joe. I'm just saying. But
Like,
I
yeah,
mean,
Ask
Takeshi
Mr.
comes
Ralph
back.
trying
Same
to.
thing.
No, yeah, no. That motherfucker.
That man said, "Hey, Ash, how are your parents?" Well, I mean, I don't have a dad. It's like, oh, so what about your mom? Oh, she's fine. She's at home. Hey, I'm gonna need you to go catch all 150 of these motherfuckers.
Straight
And
up
that's pretty much
Professor
how it
Oak
went.
in that bitch.
That's right.
And so after after the dad episode confirming he's not an orphan, we get episode 17, Model of the Heart, which is I'm assuming would be an episode that you liked a lot, Jayhound, because it was they had this I must learn a technique. It almost seemed very now granted, Bill Fighters does have a shonen like appeal to it, not quite as on the nose as like G Gundam, but there is a leveling up to it.
Right.
I know people will disagree, but it's like in your heart, you have to know it to be true. The Build Fighters series is a sports anime, pretty much. It just happens to be about Gumball.
I don't like it, but you're right.
Yeah.
It's like you're out of line, but you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. I'm like
Oh my
shit.
god. I love how that meme, like Seth, that fucking meme is really good because you know what Baron Zemo said? He's like, you have to see it, James. It really captures the African American experience. And my name is James. But yeah, it really captures the Gunpla builder experience. So I may be out of line, but I'm not wrong.
I can hear Zemo's freaking accent in my head right now. It's like oh no, like how he starts it off because he's like, oh, you gotta listen. It's like when someone says like, man, no, man, I don't like seed kits. It's like, oh no, you gotta at least build the seed kits because they're actually really good. It really captures the essence of the Gunpla builder's experience. And then like somebody that absolutely hates seed is like, he's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got plenty to choose from a seed, but so okay, so back to episode 17.
Bro, we're
Like,
terrible at this shit.
we every now and then we take
firing
a step
today.
and then we go back. We take a step and then we go back on topic. We do. We're
Shiny
making our way.
objects, bro.
That's right. But so Jen, in episode 17, what was a part that stood out to you? Because like giving the guests the floor for just a sec.
Oh. Can someone actually tell me which one is episode 17?
It's
Because I didn't write that one
17.
down.
17 is where Mao goes back to the Shinyo school.
No.
You know what?
The
In
martial
Machine
arts
is also my
perspective is
favorite Zeta Gundam girl. Just saying. Because remember you had the conversation with Master Chino?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Dirty asshole, man.
I liked the more martial aspect of it and the more spiritual perspective of it, rather than literally just considering it battling toys. They kind of brought it a little bit higher in perspective. So it was nice to actually see the different ways to take it seriously and make it a part of your life. Like it's hard to really put into perspective. I identified a lot with the episode being in martial arts and loving Gunpla to the same degree. So it was nice to actually see them blend together. Whereas in the day and age that we are now, blending them is very hard. Like, I can't. I can't. Not without an actual Gunpla battle system.
I'm telling you, man. I think Jahan and I talked about this before, I think Seth and I mentioned it to him too. Like, bro, like just I'm gonna take a GP base with me when I go to the next contest, and like if someone starts saying shit, I'm like, it's a GP base, bro.
Yep.
Got a Gunpla battle system right over there, dude. Talk that shit. Let's fucking go.
So,
If we ever get to that point,
oh my god, it'd be great. You know how much how much less shit talking there would be?
a lot more, I'd hope.
No, less because it's like, oh no, bro, I don't want my Gunpla to get damaged. Man.
Put up or shut up.
Yep.
That's why I'd have that thing. I have that thing on me, like say always had that thing on him. He always had that little pouch on his belt. I'd put like just a snap build kit right there. It's like, hey man, my boy did damage with the snap build kit. The boxer kid, like, just saying.
Discussion for another day. But
wait,
I actually, yeah, that's
no. That's in Build Fighters.
No, it's in Try.
Oh, it's in Try. That's right.
That's right.
So actually, I had a big problem with this episode.
What's up?
So
Nani?
when they were at the like after the qualifiers, when they were all at the hot spring and everything, or when not the hot spring, when Say and Reiji met.
He did it.
He did. I did it.
He did it.
When they met Mao for the first time, and Say and Mao had that mental battle, kind of like teasing their later conflict, which is this episode. It was a lot closer than it was. Like it almost. I felt bad for Mao because it almost felt like a complete blowout to me.
Fair. Yeah.
You have thoughts?
I have a thought, but it was just I remembered a note that I made, and it was for this episode, but we haven't quite got to that point in the discussion yet, so I will hold that for a second.
You can wait.
No, go ahead. Make the point now.
So I don't think I added the picture to our notes because I wanted you guys to watch it. So if you pull up, or if anyone can pull up episode 17 and then go to 1703.
Hold on. I can do this. Hopefully,
and watch it slow. Because this added more to the martial arts aspect, and I don't know if you guys slowed it down when you watched it and caught it or not.
Let me see here. Oh wait, darn it! I don't have that. I know who has it though. Hold on, Flex.
Yep, that's right. I already know.
I'm gonna change it to, and I'm gonna change it to English because.
Oh, no.
You fiend.
We're gonna get a copyright claim.
What episode was it again? You said episode what?
17.
17.
At 17 minutes
17
and 3
minutes,
seconds.
3 seconds.
Yep.
Episode
Like,
17.
and I understand that, like, while he's pulling that up, like, the mental battle, it was Say piloting the strike, and at the end, Reiji comes in. But, like, I just, it felt too one-sided, and I feel really bad for Mao at the end of it, and then, like, he's depressed for a couple days, and, like I love Mao. Mao's one of my favorite characters in the series, and to see him depressed like that, it's not over, oh god, what's her name from the hot spring?
Misaki, I believe.
Yeah. Misaki-kun!
Ms. Mizaki.
No.
Yeah, when he's depressed over that, that's cute and endearing, I guess. A little stalkerish, but like it's funny enough.
A little stalker.
But like when he's sitting there, kind of like beaten, broke down, crying, like genuine tears from his heart, I'm just like, oh, my boy.
Hey.
All right. Okay, so you want me to? I don't know if I can do a slow mo, but let's see.
It'll be like right at the explosion.
Oh, shit.
That.
Oh,
That.
that's
if you
cool.
go like another second, almost a second. There you go.
It's a dragon and a
Flash.
tiger.
Oh,
It
that's
is a
fucking
dragon and a
cool.
tiger.
I would have never
I
noticed
did
that.
not
Oh.
notice that.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick. I like that. I like that a lot.
I know. I was like, oh.
Thank you for
that was
pointing
awesome.
that out. That's really cool.
You are welcome.
That's sick.
So, for those of y'all that may be riding in a car or whatever and cannot see what we just watched, it is the episode or the part of the episode where Sei and Mao fire at each other and blow each other's beam rifles up. Mao's beam rifle turns into a dragon. Sei's beam rifle turns into a tiger. In the explosion, like the actual explosion shapes the animal. That is a really good detail.
I've seen Bill Fighters like 4 or 5 times now, and I never caught that
I
detail.
never caught
I
that.
know, right?
Same.
That
That's
after
sick.
the number of times I was like, how did I miss this? This is the first time I actually sat with my computer to take notes and would like pause frame by frame occasionally, and I found this and I was like, that's awesome.
Dude, that is and for those of y'all that want to check that out at home that can't, that is episode 17, and you said it's 17 minutes and 3 seconds in.
Yep,
Yeah.
roughly.
All right, so that was episode 17.
Yep.
After their fight.
Ooh.
So then after that we go into
Episode 18,
boy,
Bloodhounds.
this episode's good.
This is Jan's episode.
Dude, like I'm gonna say this, man. A lot of people don't like the Ronaldo brothers because they're like, oh, they're shiesty. I'm like, listen. It's a battle. You're using the tools to your disposal. Regardless of how, I don't even want to call it underhanded. It's just you're using the tools to your disposal just because they couldn't pick up. Because it's like the same thing with like, what's her freaking name? Isla. Isla uses a trick with her fin funnels, and you don't find out what they really are till later.
Yeah.
So like, is that really like is it underhanded, or is it just because I figured out something that you didn't? So like it is what it is, right? So in this one we have the Ronaldo brothers go up against Meijin Kawaguchi III. They're using the Gym Sniper K9, the Gym Sniper with the K9 backpack attachment, and then Meijin Kawaguchi is in PPSC's
Camp for Amazing.
Camp for Amazing. Wow, bro. Ugh, brain. So the Camp for Amazing has loaded to the gills, has everything the Comfer has, plus more. And
That's what the Comfer should have had in.
Bro, hey man, you have no idea how. Bro, it was still gonna get his ass beat by the Alex. I don't think you quite understand. I don't think folks quite understand how big was that shit. 190 millimeter Gatling gun.
Dude, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying if the Camper actually had its full loadout, that would have been less. It would have been less one-sided.
But here's the thing: that was the Camper's full loadout. That it is a shock trooper type deal. Like you drop him in there, he makes chaos, and then he's supposed to leave. Unfortunately, somebody stopped him from escaping. Like that.
Well,
it's funny.
He decided to stick around. He decided to stick around a little bit, and it's like, ooh, that's where you fucked up.
In the Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy, they bring up a good point about like custom campers. The main character gets one, and the mechanic, she doesn't let her have it because she said it's like somebody made a coffin with legs. She's like, you will not survive piloting this thing. It's like they did not give a shit about pilot safety. So they reinforced it into the Gundam Code Fairy Titania, which is like, not Path to Mr. Rocco's, but like that purplish upgraded camper that you've seen. So yeah, they reinforced the cockpit, they give her different weapons. She still got shotguns and whatnot, but they increased mobility and they basically play to its strengths, but they actually reinforced the armor too. So it's like it's still fast, not as fast, but it's not gonna die if somebody sneezes on it.
Someone with a Federation hat sneeze on it. Achoo.
Bro,
looks like a Leo in Gundam Wing.
But anyway, so back to the camper. Amazing. So we're talking about campers, but that.
So the Camper Amazing has four basically bins, 4 pods that have different weapons that it needs, and on top of that, it has some melee weapons. It has its original loadout, and he uses it with and it's almost like he's using it like the Comfer was used in 0080. Like he's flying close to the ground, he's sneaking around the city, very much using the suit for almost like a stealth incursion at a point until he gets seen, and then he using tactics. He takes out high points and areas where he knows that the sniper would be or could possibly be. and some ensuing exchanges occur. He's cornered into a blown out stadium to where they almost too late. They discover that it's 1/144 figures that were in the pod of the canine, and if I recall, so the PPSC and him figured out through it was those things, so they greased the joints so that way whenever he would move, even though he did take some damage, the explosions went away. But then in a plot twist, when the Meijin thought that he had the Renato brothers dead to rights, the Renato brothers engaged the exam system, which I thought was pretty fucking cool because I'm like, look, these guys had Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. They and Plan D as all thrown in the because then after the Meijin took out the exam system activated sniper, the freaking canine unit was still around and it had the gun on its backpack. So this dude had they put him through the ringer. The only people, to my knowledge, the only opponents that he's ever faced besides Say Reiji that have ever come close to beating him are the Renato brothers. I mean, dude, they came. I mean, it was close.
As the Meijin, you mean, or do you mean
as the Meijin? Okay. Because as Tatsuya Yuki, so technically, well, we'll talk about that later. But
yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Julius. Oh yeah.
But it wasn't the Meijin during that fight.
Exactly.
True.
That's where I was like,
true. But the freaking level up that happened though, because even as Tatsuya Yuki, Reiji couldn't touch him at first. So think about the glow up on that. But yeah, no, that episode was really cool because it's one of those things like if you can make a god bleed type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because up to that point, the Meijin was untouchable, and they were like, oh,
so I don't dislike the Renato brothers at all because they approached this. Yeah, no, they approached this like it was war. They were going to war with the Meijin.
Exactly.
They were going to war with everybody. They gathered the intelligence.
Exactly.
They prepared for it. Were their tactics a little underhanded? Maybe. That's debatable. But if the judges for the contest allowed it to happen, because I'm sure that they had to report that they had those little figures as part of the setup. I'm sure that the commission or whatever that was going on that verified if that kit was allowed in or not.
They had the same quality judges as local Gunpla contests have and shit.
I mean, Gunpla Mafia G made it in, so that's where I don't know if we. Yeah, but no one did anything whenever Reiji and Sei just disappeared into the water, and it wasn't another opponent. There was something wrong with the system where someone was cheating.
They were actively trying to sabotage those two, though. But it's just like,
yeah.
But, oh no, yeah. Rage Crown Prince of Arian, no.
But they went to war and they had plan after plan after plan, and I mean they executed. Granted, the Tatsuya was lucked up. I shouldn't say lucked up. He put himself in the right place at the right time to grab that Gatling gun at the very end.
Yes.
But they almost had him, and it was literally due to good planning because the bomb trick didn't really work. Everything else they did worked.
Well, and even his tactics to where he purposely was leading the K9 unit to a certain place so that it would trigger an explosion, shoot up one of the boxes, so then it would fall in a place where he was going towards to then get what was in there to end the fight.
Yep.
So Meijin planned on the fly, where the Renato brothers basically had the full playbook. Had Meijin not known that he was using the figurines, had he not figured it out quick enough, yeah, he would have fucked.
Oh, that's over, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been cooked. And so thinking about it that way, I'm like, no, man, these guys at least had the foresight to say, hey, what if we fail and we don't get them on the first try?
Mm-hmm.
Right. They had
planned, and they had good plans.
So if he didn't see them take out Luong Delara, the guy in the Abbey Gorbine, if he didn't see them take them out, that he would have been up Shit's Creek. He would have never known.
Yep.
Also, I
And
love that dude. I love him
oh,
so much.
Delara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
like a really chill dude, and I like that he had a Victory Gundam design. I love that stupid beetle thing.
That thing
He's a
looks so
fanboy
weird,
too,
man.
so
It's like Aura Battler Dunbine, Victory Gundam. Bop.
Let's
And,
go.
yeah, dude, so at first I thought it was like a Dunbine, but I'm like, no, it has to be something from Gundam. So it just because it's one of those things where like late UC is not on my radar when it comes to enemy suits.
Should be.
Well, my collection's getting better. All right, relax. I actually built a high grade crossbone. That thing is tiny, dude.
Yeah, it's little, dude.
Tiny. I think you might be able to see it from here. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't
No,
know.
you don't see it from there.
I want the high grade X1 so bad, the full cloth.
That's the one that I built. I built the full cloth X1 from Bill Fighters. It has a pearl. It has a pearl finish on the on its white plates.
I can fix that.
That's great. But so we go from the Bloodhound. The episode's titled Bloodhounds, by the way. We go to 19, which is Astray's Blade, which is basically a day in Jayhound's life. I mean, Niels Nielsen is written after Jayhound. I mean, we all know this.
It kind of feels like it sometimes.
Hey, you're the one that said it, not me. I'm not. This isn't even a joke. This is legit. It wasn't like, oh yeah, the black guy is the black. No, like he's got a white girlfriend. He likes samurai stuff.
Chinese martial arts.
It fits.
You say like Tori's dad has money. Like it's there. The only thing that would switch. The only thing that would switch is that I like knights more than she likes knights. For Caroline has the Knight Gundam. Yeah.
But the fact that direct those two direct subjects are there with those two characters is kind of insane.
Yeah, because Tori is the one. She's got the Gundam Astray Noir up there, and like the Astray No Name, the red frame. She's the one who likes all the Astrays.
Hey, if she don't want that Astray Noir, man.
No, man. I like living. I'm not even gonna ask. Because like she doesn't build a lot, but she would notice if that shit went missing. Because it's like an Astray, bro. No, that's her. I think the Astray is probably her favorite Gundam. So nah.
Damn. Well,
but yeah, so it's like, bro, I love how they put the cunning and like skill from Niels on display in that episode. Like that's a good ass fight. And then like using the fucking blades coated in like special material to like cut through beams and stuff and like deflect shots. And just like no blades, just kinpo hand to hand, and just like bro, the way it comes down to the wire to where they have to glue their hand in so they could punch him and like not have the shit break. I'm like, oh bro, that was beautiful. And
dude,
also go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it also gets Niels to have an appreciation for Gunpla more than just it being a means to an end too. So it's like, hey,
yeah,
cool. He officially becomes one of the team.
Yeah, and because like I keep thinking to myself, watching Try now, I'm like, bro, I would love to see Niels and Sekai go at it, but that's just a pipe dream, like because in between him, Sekai, and freaking Junya, like,
oh my god, yeah,
dude. But that one could dream. But now, man, that dude, that was a solid episode too, because like it's just you can see the friend circle begin to form, and because like it's like everybody they're collect. I know I said this to you offline a while ago, but like it's like the Shuffle Alliance is forming and shit because it's they got obviously there's Reiji, there's there's Sei,
China.
You have Mao, then you have Fellini.
Do we include Fellini 100% though?
I think Fellini, yeah. So like,
genuinely, I'm just curious.
Like, because like I threw this out there. I'm like, Gunpla Battle being a team thing in Try versus a singles in Bull Fighters, I straight up think that if we would have gotten a third season and it had to be teams, it would be Sei, Mao, and Fellini, hands down. and that shit that shit's OP. Like
That's solid.
And I'm gonna back that up with evidence that we got in the very last episode. We'll come back to it in a minute, but Fellini gave up the arms of his Fenice to Sei for him to have that final battle with the Meijing, along with Mao giving up his ex-Mao weapons.
dude, I'm so
I consider
I'm so
him part
excited
of the
to build
team.
that kit.
He sacrificed his kit for that battle, so I definitely say he's there.
Agreed.
I think so because like and that drives a further and also the way that they feel with him drives further with the following episode with Isla and her whole like the whole like what the heck was it called again?
The
God.
embody system.
Yeah, the embody system. You know, the totally not human exam shit, like
Definitely
totally not
not
MTD.
Definitely not the Berserk system from G Gundam.
That's right.
No,
it definitely wasn't that.
and just kind of watching how like what happened, like you know when she goes and because that I want to say Baker, you know, that's totally not you know she's all in with the chairman, dude. Like,
Hey, she kind of bad though.
hey man, Jay Hound's like, I can fix her.
She don't need fixing. She's smart.
I can fix it. I can fix it.
I think something needs fixed.
Niels got offered a 10% code, man, and he said no.
That's right.
Niels got offered the Gunpla sponsorship, and he said no.
Maybe
but
he
you know
needs
that
help.
Yeah, and you know maybe no because he had his eyes on the prize. He said, "Fuck the 10%, dude. I want partnership.
I want it all."
Because like if
said,
you think about it, when he became Niels Yajima later, it's like but knowing that Carolyn liked him, it's just like, hey, and she just basically like, you know, we're dating now. Guess what? Yajima Industries, we're the ones doing the fucking Gunpla battle. So it's like, hey, this man, it's like he had plans within plans, and then it just got made easier for him. He didn't even realize it.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Dude was like, all right then, you know, hi. And then whenever she was like, oh yeah, you know, we're engaged now. He was like, this relationship is moving way too fast. Poor guy got forced in a relationship.
I mean, unfortunately, she had enough money to where his feelings were not like, you know, they're not under consideration. So like, she basically hired him for a position.
Shit, dude. Oh my god.
So she conscripted his ass.
Did we talk about the episode where like Chyna and Caroline had that little feud and they built the bear guy and there was like a brown-haired Allenby in that episode?
We didn't say the little girls tournament that they had.
Yeah.
Right. No, we did not.
That was a nice little departure from everything.
I didn't notice that.
I like brown hair.
Where did that come from?
Well,
I think
like she looks just like Allenby, and like there's no way me and Seth ain't gonna notice that. So.
No, I mean, like, how did we get to that point? I'm trying to figure out how A got to B here. I was like,
I will tell you exactly how we got to that point. ADHD.
Okay. Yeah, I told my wife that I'm like, you know, with the power of God and anime and weaponized ADHD, there's nothing that can stop us in this hobby. Like that's how like
we're unstoppable. Like, just give me the little T-Rex creature.
The little T. Because like, I'm gonna rope us back in because after Isla, you have because like Isla, so like episodes 20, 21, and 22. Actually, wait, no, 21 and 22 are basically kind of like paired because it goes to the M body to her being basically trapped in the M body and the whole like
she wrecks Felicia.
Well, Team Nemesis is chairman, like promises a trophy for his grandson, which that's a seed for later.
Say that'll be on the test.
Yeah, that'll also be on the test. And then using Isla as that instrument and basically kind of just like hijacking her to just go nuts, just beat the shit out of Fellini's Gunpla. I mean, just destroy it. and then that's when all the folks find out. Oh my God, Ina's actually Isla, because that's her name. That was the name she was using. And Reiji, being extra as fuck, was like, on the Royal House of Aryan, I will defeat you. I'm like, whoa, chill out, bro, calm down.
It's like, calm down, don't threaten your girlfriend.
He don't know that yet.
Not yet.
I don't think he'll ever know that, to be honest.
They have children.
He does. He does.
They do?
Yeah.
He gets it at some point. I don't know when, but he figures it out. He's kind of dumb.
Was this in a manga that I don't know exists?
No.
Island Wars.
This is Island Wars. Yeah. Bill Fighter's Island Wars.
I vaguely remember it, but I don't remember the.
So we're gonna talk about that one after we do the Bill Fighters try wrap up.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we will be back. This is at least 3 episodes. Well, technically 6 down the road, but whatever. We're gonna figure this out. But no, yeah. So we have that, and then and this actually in this next episode, episode 22, which is one that I think Jayhound really likes. We have.
I already know what you're talking about.
We have another. We have, dude. So like. This is why this show, even though it's very much a shonen style of like a sports anime style of the main characters, Sei and Reiji improving, I think I regard Tatsuya Yuki as like a secondary character as well, because he's also going through an arc.
Yeah,
and he's literally getting
the show.
Yeah, but Vegeta, if he didn't take L's,
so Sasuke.
Yeah.
I don't understand that reference.
He didn't know that yet. He didn't know it.
Whatever, man.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I was like,
you'll understand that
someday.
Someday he'll do it. Someday, but like this episode titled "Meijin versus Meiji" because Julian, his father right, was supposed to fight. His grandfather was supposed to fight.
Papa.
So he fights in his grandfather's stead with a F-91. So this is a twofold as to why Jayhound likes this episode. And yeah, man, take it away.
So you come to find out that these two are like old friends, same school, same like kind of. Either one of them could have been selected as the next Meiji, but Julian drops out because he's got other stuff going on. So he takes up the Gunpla again to fight Tatsuya. Not the Meiji this time, because he fights his friend as the friend that he knows. And he's got the amazing Exia. And they have one of the coolest fights that settles a debate in the Gundam franchise, actually. It's like, is Trans Am faster than the metal peel off effect? And it's like, maybe, but it's like there's the skill that comes from the Exia going into Trans Am, and then basically beating the metal peel off effect. It's like, okay, yeah, no. Definitely. All right, sure. We'll show it to you. But in the meantime, it's like you still get to see the skill on display from like a guy who could have been the Meiji. And they even do like a similar naming convention. I don't know if anybody knows, but the F-91 that Julian uses is the F-91 Imagine, which in Japan sounds like Imagine. So yeah, so like amazing, and it's like imagine, Imagine. So it's like they both could be Meiji. But oh man, like seeing the F-91 get to do the metal peel off effect, and then like the modified weapons, like the open face heat venting that it does when it like makes the like humanoid face used as like a fucking like flash beam flamethrower type shit. That was so cool. But while I'm nerding out, it was also good to see some of like Tatsuya's backstory, and like Jan said, you do get to see Tatsuya have a bit more of an arc. So if you said he was like the character with like maybe not secondary, but it's tertiary, right? When it's third, so like of tertiary importance, or is that fourth?
Yeah,
well, either way.
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say he's definitely like. I'd say it goes, it goes Sei, Reiji, and then Tatsuya.
Yeah,
in my opinion, because that's literally kind of how, because we're going around the orbit of these three guys. I'd say maybe it's like, Sei and Reiji are like Earth and Moon, they're together, and then like Tatsuya is just kind of like there, also there. So it's like there you can see that there is this constant revolving, because like they're it's like Tatsuyuki is like freaking Jiren in the Tournament of Power, right? And we're following Goku and Vegeta.
Yep.
And they're just like slowly rising to meet the challenge, right? So it's kind of I see it like that. Like it's like you're these all three of these characters are important in the show, and they follow an arc on their own. But we check in constantly with these guys because I mean, like I said, Meijin's had 2 episodes about him, like 2 solid episodes about him. So like that's kind of where, well, technically you could say 3 because whenever he like does the cool shit, and you hear the flamenco guitar for the first time, you're like, oh, he's cool.
Like, really, everybody in the show that's important has a banger theme song. You can pull up any one of the theme songs, just like Fellini's grand entrance, stuff like that. They're like, that shit sounds good. I think
dude.
Mao's is Power Resonance, and then like, oh, that shit sounds good too. And then Samurai Edge, but the fucking Japanese like flute and the little shamisen like plucking on the strings in the background while he's like powering up and using kenpo. All that shit sounds good. And then,
dude, yeah. Mm-hmm.
but like, so Jen, just to like, you know, have more thoughts on this. Like, was there anything that stuck out to you in that episode?
So there is, and if I recall right, it kind of trails from the episode right before that. Mao referred to Julian as a bit of a monster, and based on what we saw happen to his Gundam X Mao, we would have thought that yes, he was a monster, but after seeing his and the Meijin's fight, I don't think that the monster moniker was accurate. I don't know if that's just because they were both so evenly matched that they didn't really have to destroy each other, or if it was an over presumption from Mao. What do you guys think?
Say it could just be a skill gap. Like maybe Julian was so powerful to Mao that like, because like it's kind of like this. Like if you watch somebody play high level Street Fighter, it's just like 2 dudes playing a game. But if you play Street Fighter and you understand what's happening, you're like, oh my god, these people are really skilled. But like to somebody who doesn't know what's happening, oh okay, well yeah, he's just playing the game. But imagine Mao being a capable builder and fighter in his own right and understand every reason why he could not beat Julian, and then watching somebody who could. That's got to make you feel like, oh, these dudes are just above my pay grade. So I think that's what happened. Like, so Julian, it's like I said, it's like a fighting game. Like beating somebody who you're better than, and them understanding why is different than beating them and they have no idea.
That's right.
I can agree with that because like, and not this isn't just the slight or shade Mao, but like out of the 3, he's definitely at the bottom.
Yeah,
Like,
not
when it comes to
not in a bad way, but just like
not in a bad way. Yeah.
We can't all be the strongest.
Exactly, because like Fellini is interesting because Fellini demonstrate. This is kind of, and I'll bring this up whenever we talk about Bill Fighter's Tribe, but like it's impressive to see how good these guys are, and then you watch the next season, you're like, because we start back from zero. It's not like we're getting. It's not like there's going to be such a hilarious comparison, but like for example, watching the Pitch Perfect trilogy, the girls had to learn how to sing, had to learn how to do a cappella real good, right? And then Pitch Perfect 2, hey, they know how to sing, but they have to bring in an extra thing. Well, I think it was the third one was original song or whatever, so they had to create their own, right? But they're already good singers. And then the third one, it's like, well, now we got to like really step it up. But it's all you never went back to zero. It's gonna be hilarious when people listen to this shit. It's gonna be so fucking funny. But they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, no, yeah, like that's that, and I think that's an issue. I try kind of gets a little bit of a bad rap, not a bad rap, but it's not as good as the first one because it's like, oh, we're going back to zero again, and actually even more so because your ace in that series can't even use ranged weapons. So like Reiji could use Reiji, can use them and knows how to use them properly and employs them pretty often. So like Fellini can do the same shit. So it's like him and Fellini are pretty even when it comes to that shit. Whereas Mao is like I think is more ranged weapons than anything else for the most part.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. But I would say Mao is more even with Say, like as far as skill level, but Reiji's up here.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So Reggie Fellini, saying Mao.
But
I'm not literally doing a gap like that, but it's just like that's kind of where they stack.
yeah. But also like for like Say and Mao, it's like Mao Say like a little bit right here, because like Mao was gonna beat him in the elemental battle, but Reiji's up here because like he's like yeah, that's why I'm not the one who's normally piloting this, so that's how it is.
But I think there's another point that goes into that. So we've kind of assessed how Mao falls in the power hierarchy, but what didn't he get that we normally see in a two-parter of a Gundam series? What usually happens to one of the main characters or all the main characters during the second half of the series?
Well, like the mid-season upgrade?
Mid-season upgrade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Mao didn't get anything.
Yeah, that's right. Mao was still with the X Mao.
Yep.
He gets the crossbone Mao after this.
Yep.
And he just does it from. Yeah, well, you're right. I think that
he actually gets X Mao in the next episode, Gunpla Eve.
Exactly.
Yep.
Which I love that episode, by the way.
Dude, it's the best episode.
Gunpla Eve is such a good episode. There's that episode has all the aspects. It's kind of like a really good payoff for the entire show, besides the final battles. But because it's like you get to see everybody kind of use the skill they've acquired this entire season. Some of them building Gunpla, like the next level of their build for the first time, like Isla building the Misazabi, and seeing them kind of just like putting the thought into like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and teaching other builders how to do things, doing battles. We get to see
Sei and Renji actually fight.
Who?
Sei and Renji. I've said it wrong so long that I'm saying it wrong unintentionally now.
Renji Barai, what are you doing?
Oh my god, Reiji. I'm sorry, You see,
this is why I like watching like single animes and shit, because I keep the name straight. He has so much anime he's seen that he's crossing the streams and shit.
No, I've said it intentionally wrong so many times to irk you that now I'm unintentionally saying it wrong.
Yeah, that's what happens when you make your face wrong or hold your face in a weird position for too long.
I've okey-doked myself. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Let me Sei and Reiji battle for the first time.
That was a good moment in the episode because you see how like he's beginning to close the gap, which is a great foreshadowing for later in the show. But like, you see, they have a talk. They talk to Tatsuya Yuki as Tatsuya Yuki and not as the Meijin. They
cameos galore.
Oh yeah, cameos galore from early in the season. What the fuck's his kid's name?
And just in Gundam in general, like you got one of the
oh my god, yeah, those
Rain Mikimura in the outfit.
Yeah.
I went.
It's like
every reference I wrote down.
Yeah, because you have. I mean, I think I could probably I think I remember them like. Let's see.
There's a bunch of references.
There's some wild ones in there too.
Stalls.
Like this show is a love letter to Gundam, but that episode is the cherry on top of the love letter.
Well, because you have 0080, Christina McKenzie,
Bernie. They were watching
Bernie.
Like they all watched Al do a Gunpla battle and win, and then like he cheers and stuff, and he looks over and Bernie and Chris over there. I'm just like, hey, that's what we should have got.
It's like everybody that's seen the show is like, oh shit.
That episode was like a little kiss on the forehead. Yes. And then if you pay attention to what they're building like accurate shit.
Oh, what? I know I wrote down what they built. I'm pretty sure.
Say Domon has a high grade God Gundam, and Kyoji is building like a master grade Spiegel or the no grade Spiegel, one of those.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember because you had those notes, and I have. I don't think here.
I don't think I added all of them because of. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Only because I was like, if I copy and paste that, this is going to be like 4 messages.
So,
but
this is also an episode where Fellini upgrades to the Wing Fenice Rinascita, Rinascimenta, whatever you want to call it.
It's Fenice Rinascita. Fenice Rinascita. And then, the Alba doesn't. I think the Alba's in the manga.
Yeah. Mao upgrades to the Crossbone Mao.
Mm-hmm. That's the Crossbone that'll get me to love Crossbone.
And then there's a lot of stuff.
Hey, that's the only way. I wasn't saying shit.
No,
that's the only way that.
That's wrong. Shut up. Because the next season, shut up. Don't even do it.
This is also the episode where what's his name, the Gian kid, comes back and he's got the.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Susumu comes back.
Dude.
I have more shields and Gatling guns.
Hey, so I'll say this: like when I was watching that episode, that motivated me to buy the backpack, the valuable pod, and motivated me to do some on the spot customization so the Revive could use it, because the valuable pod is not Gion Revive compatible. It's only compatible with the original Gion high grade. So I had to do some like on the spot customization and whatnot, which was funny. I had some friends over, and they were like, "Oh my god, Jan's doing real customization! Get the fuck out of here! No way, he actually does this." Wow. Yeah, man, it hurt my heart, dude. It was wild. Y'all hurt my feelings. That was rude. Y'all hurt my feelings. But actually, I think you can actually see it. Wait, is he there? Is it there? Where the hell did I put that? Oh no, it's up. Wait, where the hell did I put it?
I saw it when you showed it off last time, but I don't know where you put it.
It's blocked by the cart.
This man has supply carts in front of his display cabinets. Those need to go to the back of the store, Jan.
Man, it's up here. It's up here. There we go.
Let's test I don't have a supply cart. I'm saying, do normal people have supply carts?
No, bro. No, this is a hobby cart, man.
You don't have a supply cart. You have an OSHA violation.
Put your hand down. Stop it.
But yeah, supply cart, but it's stationary. It doesn't move.
So I usually use it as like the like what makes the U, like makes my desk in more of a U shape. If I need help with runners and whatnot, because I actually was going to build something while we were doing this, but I couldn't divide my attention enough.
Yeah, I can't do it.
But yeah, like you have Gunpla Eve has this just really cool, enjoyable charm to it. That's like, oh hey, look, everybody's building, they're enjoying themselves. This is this big like statement piece for the end of the end of the season, their season, so to speak, and then. The chairman's being a dickhead because Ms. Baker's like, hey, look at all this money that we're making on this event, and he's just laser focused on trying to like get Saiyan Reiji out of the race. I mean, out of the event.
Dude, I will say, I think Fellini and Kirara fighting is like the cutest thing in that episode.
Shit, she had him in a lock, and he was like, "Oh, this is so bad."
Dude, he was blushing so hard the Gunpla blushed.
Shit,
wow.
He knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
So
get you a girl that can do both.
Everyone else knew.
You know how I can tell. Real quick, I can tell this is like some really idolized shit, like to where it's like just hey, little Gunpla fans, just go kiss on the forehead, just real optimistic. Because Iron Mask was seen pictured with his whole family, and we know that shit don't happen.
No,
Iron Mask. Oof, this guy.
That poor cut.
Cool. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him in a later episode because we are going to talk about F9. But we're talked
about him before.
No, I know, but we're going to talk about F91. You know, we'll that's much later. But yeah, man. You know, we're going to go through the series. We're going to go through all that stuff. So if
he's got it. Got it on lock.
Oh boy! Hey, where's that Crossbone Blu-ray at?
Hey, where's that Crossbone anime at?
Why? It wasn't me. I didn't say that.
Why did y'all do that? Why?
That wasn't me. That was him.
It's hurtful.
Ooh, that was funny.
The man with the third party and the high grades, he said it. The man with the 1/44ths and the digital copy. I mean, and the real copies. He said it.
It's your friends. You know, nobody ever gets stabbed in the front. They don't call it front stabbers.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
So, just for the record, just to set the record straight, this whole shelf right here is all master grades. That's a master grade down there. I've got 3 master grades down there. Perfect.
Hey, hold on. Wait. You mean that third party double X down there?
It looks better.
I was wondering. I'm not even gonna lie. I was wondering. Like, is that Bandai? Are you finna get arrested?
No.
Takeshi Iori. Bam.
This is absolutely.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna make a meme out of that shit.
This is absolutely third party.
It looks
I could tell. I mean, yeah, it looks great, but you know.
I was about to say because these separate open.
Bro, you see Takeshi? Wait a minute. Oh.
Takeshi's like, But so, with the ending of this episode is kind of sad, kind of like man, because you see the M body system get basically put on the Meijin, but the Meijin shows up to the battle in his drippiest of fits. The man shows up and look, at first I didn't like 6 times the passion of ordinary flamenco, but after watching this episode again, yeah, man, 6 times the passion is where it's at. Like that's. Yeah.
It's menacing this time instead of hype.
Oh yeah. Well, it's menacing, but then. But like the later half of the song, when it like takes off, damn, look at that shit. Why do you need expanding pieces on a satellite cannon? Holy shit!
Because I'm shooting everybody.
Satellite cannon destruction.
I'm shooting everybody.
Say, what do you mean?
Who's your target?
Shit.
Like, who's your target? Yes.
Don't get in my way. That's what my target is.
This man fucking menacing shit. Why is your
target?
beam the size of the moon? Yes.
Bro, weapon accuracy. Nah, if the blast big enough, I can't miss. What you mean? But also, I don't know if you noticed, but the outfit that the Meijin wears when he's got the embody glasses on is actually something Setsuna has worn before.
Yeah. Yep. Which really it works. I mean, like I said, the man's got like the drip because he's like, I mean, the XA Dark Matter, which looks terrifying, especially in this one scene where again the chairman is a dick and he's changing the setting and the dark matter, just like how Seth was doing, dude, it was just like floating in the hallway at them and shit, like a fucking demon.
And so with the fire sword at one side, ice sword on the other,
man.
just menacing.
It reminded me of like that Family Guy skit where it's like Snoop Dogg talking about Animal Channel. It's like, damn, nature, you scary. It's over here just like, damn, XC, you scary.
Dude, for real. Like, he looked scary as fuck, but it looks sick, right? And again, 6 times the passion of ordinary flamenco is just blasting. And, so yeah, man. And finally the they reach that point where they disarm the M body and what I guess they're equivalent to new type resonance. Oh my god, what is it? The Axis shock. It's the Plasky shock. So that happens, and they the whole arena starts falling apart. The plastic crystal is out of control and begins to dissipate, and all that good stuff. And that's an insane setting because you're just like, because I remember I watched these out of order. I watched Re-Rise first, then Divers, then Try, then Bill Fighters. I don't know how it happened that way.
Why did you do that? Why? Well, okay,
bro. I don't know, man. But you know what? Though? It works out because exactly. Because I watched the best one last. So like
that's fair.
We and in that order too. I honestly, actually no, I'll put Re-Rise above Divers because Divers.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It gotta be. I think
Riku and I have beef, so like we'll get to that whenever we do Divers. But
I have thoughts, but we will talk.
Hey man,
I'll
save
them.
them thoughts.
I'm gonna save them.
Hey, write them down like Jin has been doing. He's a great note taker.
All right,
take some notes on that. Take some notes on how he takes
I
notes,
was gonna say, I didn't see you put any notes up.
bro. Because they're in this dome right
It's
here,
locked
man.
in.
It's locked in this
I mean,
steel
you
trap.
talking about taking notes. He can't read that shit.
You greatly overestimate my ability to read. Have you heard me
Hold
talk?
on,
Man,
man.
you want him to read on his day off, really?
You underestimate my power. Don't make me kill you.
Oh my,
No,
what is that
ass
from?
boy.
Jazz,
Dude, that's from
it's
freaking
Star
Revenge of the
Wars.
Sith, man. That's
Oh
what
my god, that's right.
Hayden Christensen's like flat ass delivery. Bless this guy. His reemergence in the Kenobi series has been amazing, and in the Ahsoka scene, God, that scene was sick. But anyways, so you know they've cleared the stadium. Rao, Takeshi, and I forget Mao's teacher,
Master Chinon.
Master Chinon. You know, they all get everybody out to safety, and you know you got the crew there, just kind of like, you know, they storm a Bawaku basically while this is happening in this climactic battle against these third party kits that the chairman was about to release. That's what they were. They weren't Bandai. They were kits that he made because he wanted to sell. Straight up third party. Dude, Bandai out here like this.
Arrested. What would Takeshi do?
Dude, Bandai out here. I mean, Bandai literally put it in their anime. Third party bad. Our Gundams will take down the third party. And the third party was a Bawaku. Boom. See it once again. You don't get this kind of material from the Goonies. We out here delivering. But yeah, man, this climactic battle happens. You know, what was it? I think it was the bear. No, was it the bear guy holding the Fenice?
It was the bear guy holding the Fenice.
Yeah, well, that was sick.
We'll see that a second time.
I do kind of want to wind it back to Gunpla Eve and actually talk about a build that you did, Jen. This man did a tribute of the Master Gundam that the Master uses with the gold accents. That is just absolute. It is absolute. If y'all haven't checked it out, please go check it out because this build is an absolute banger. This thing is so clean. Here it goes. Look at that.
Dude, I need to find a high grade Master Gundam to do that, man. That
I was thinking about it when we were talking about it, but yeah, that shit is tight.
Yeah. Dude, that is so beautiful.
If
and all he did was paint the gold highlights, right?
That's all I did.
I'm surprised they didn't Bandai that shit.
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing.
If it doesn't exist, make it yourself.
Yep. I guess they figured it was an easy enough mod. But bro, like seeing them do that fucking like heat rod hurricane dive kick bullshit, that was awesome. Like Master Raul and like fucking
him and Raul got the same team up moves that Domon and Master Asia have.
That was dope.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
That gives me hope for when we eventually, and I'm going to say eventually just because I need to be positive about this, hopefully when we get that Gunpla battle system, we have some degree of creativity that at least reaches towards what Build Fighters is able to do. Like, that would be amazing.
In the meantime, we got Gundam Breaker 4.
Look, I was about to throw some shade. Just don't let the people who made New Gundam Breaker design it. That's all I'm saying. Like that. The Japanese chat all over that game.
Dude, GB4 was so good on that open beta. I'm ready for it to come back.
Round 2.
I'm saying, man. I'm saying, dude. Like, now we can say set your GB base. Like, hey, man, you talking some shit? Let's go to Gundam Breaker 4 right now, bro. Let's go.
Set that shit.
We can.
Oh yeah. So like, so then we have the Goof R35 being a fucking boss,
dude.
It's so cool.
I prefer the Dom R35 myself.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Dom better. I think it's cooler. Yeah.
Oh.
And we will talk about my thoughts on that next time.
You know, why would you say something so brave yet so controversial?
Because I can't. Because I have opinions, and whether or not they are right or wrong, I'm entitled to them.
Man.
I mean, it's your opinion. It usually can't be right or wrong, but like, I mean,
my opinion is never wrong to me.
No, the only thing that's genuinely wrong to you or I are the colors that we see.
Damn.
Got him.
I've also got something going on up here. I'm not quite sure what it is. The doctors can't figure it out, so you know.
I can't speak to that then.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh god, this is great.
doesn't Takeshi come out in the perfect Gundam in these 3 episodes? Like,
He does.
I want to say yes.
yes, okay.
Yes.
It's like the kit is behind me, and I'm like, isn't that what he was using? I'm like, yeah, that's what he was using.
And I love that it's the perfect Gundam because it's an upgrade. Because he won the 7th tournament in the Granddaddy Gundam.
And also the first time we get anything that's like Build Fighters, because it was about a kid building plastic models and fighting them in a holographic battle area. So it's like, hey, another like reference and shout out to a predecessor, just like Reiji in the beginning Gundam is a shout out to their predecessor with Gunpla Builders beginning G. All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think next time I might try to pick up a perfect Gundam, because I know there's a master grade one.
Yeah, do that.
I might try to snag one. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see. But no, yeah, man. Like I like those little hints and those little callbacks and everything. That's like one of the things about the show. It's like there's a lot of references. So if you've watched a lot of Gundam, you'll get a lot of the references. If you watch the show just as a model builder, yeah, it's fun, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be like the real love letter that it is, right? So after they take down a Bawaku, the particles are disappearing. There's just enough particles left for them to have one final battle. Truly say it's Seiya Iori versus Takeshi at this point, because I don't think it's him as the Majin. I want to say because he took his mask off.
Tatsuya, not Takeshi.
Tatsuya, yeah, my bad. Tatsuya. So now it's him and Tatsuya, them versus Tatsuya, and then you get all the friends saying like, hey, here, this is the best I can do. This is what use my arms, use my weapons, use my legs, use my backpack. The amazing Exia gets a little bit of a facelift with some of the extra parts that they had, and in a really cool wraparound way, the field setting is set to forest, which is the first field setting that we saw Sei fight in at the very beginning of the show. And they're going one for one, and then the particles stop. So in the middle of the battle was Reiji hands over the controls to Sei, and he's keeping up with the Meijin. And then as the particles begin to go away, Reiji goes away. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, that was kind of like, yo, this gets you in the feels a little bit, because this is like his friend. Yeah, man, it was like, oh shit, and everybody's like, oh damn, where's Reiji? And Sei knows, and but then you look around and you notice that Isla's not there either. But you don't know that until like after, whenever they go to his point of view, and she's like, well, I just followed you. He's so dense, he doesn't know why she followed him, because he can't get a freaking clue. But fast forwards to the 8th Gunpla battle with my boy Sei wearing a really cool like champion's jacket and shit. Thinking he's part of the crew of the freaking Ptolemaeos and shit. And that's a 000 reference for all you kids out there. And yeah, man, it just kind of ends in this note where like, oh man, are we gonna get another? Are we gonna get another season? Which that was a fucking lie. We'll go over the other freaking clickbaity one later for Bill Fighters Try. That shit hurt my feelings.
Oh man.
But that being said, I think we might have to hold the Jim's counterattack for a separate episode. Because man, we went
kind of long. I think so for folks listening, if you want to comment, like, should we just save like all the OVA stuff to like its own little section after we get done with Try? Because like, if you think about it, we got Jim's Counterattack, we got Island Wars, and we got Battle Log, and then these guys also come, Breaker Battle Log and Metaverse as well are things, and then I mean, there's also Bill Diver's battle log. So like, if that little special episode you want to talk about it, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So I think it'd be good to come back.
Yeah. If you want us to kind of wrap around on the movies afterwards, or if you just or if you want them in the watch order that they should be in, because like the movies themselves, to my understanding, they don't like the narrative doesn't really like holy shit. The only one that I think really kind of like really wraps around real well is Island Wars, because that one kind of pays off. So we could probably do Jim's Counterattack and Island Wars back to back.
Yeah.
And we can do those in one episode. That'd be kind of cool. And then that way we can then kick into Divers.
So Jim's Counterattack, Island Wars, and Battle Log should be one thing. Maybe not Breaker Battle Log, but like just the original Build Fighter.
Oh yeah, Battle Log. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. We can do because we can do Jim's Counterattack, Battle Log, and then Island Wars.
Yep.
And that'll be a nice good another 2-hour episode probably. And but yeah, no, that'd be great because I haven't watched Battle Log in a bit. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in a while, so that'd be nice to go back to it. But aside from that, any closing thoughts on this great Build series? Like, look, I know we say it a lot, but Build Fighters is a really good show. It's just overall positive feeling. There's a lot of teachable moments, and Build Fighters Try does some of that as well. There's some excellent moments in Build Fighters Try that I think could apply to real life, which Jayhan and I probably are thinking about the same moment in our head right now. But
we definitely are.
We'll cover that later. But yeah, Jin, any closing thoughts from you, man?
So anybody who like just watches Gundam in general, I would strongly advise watching this, especially if they aren't into Gunpla, because I think this could be their catapult point into it. Whenever I first got started into Gunpla, I was only watching IBO like on repeat. I've watched plenty of others before, but the Build Fighters series is really what catapulted me forward. And seeing what you can do then in the hobby, it's a feel good time, and it helps boost my own self-esteem. Makes me want to keep trying, keep growing, and I think that could help a lot of other people as well.
I totally agree. It's definitely a 100% feel good time. It's depending on if you like the dub or the sub, whatever. It's just a good anime. It's a really good. I wouldn't even call it a slice of life because it isn't really a slice of life. I definitely agree with Jayhan that it's more of a sports anime, and it has that feel. There isn't too much, like lovey-dovey stuff. It's very much just a fun time. It's a good time.
It's a great Gundam show for people that don't like Gundam to get them into it.
Yeah.
But also, if you do like Gundam, then you're basically giving a little kiss on the forehead from watching all the franchises before it.
Hey, Sunrise is just over here kissing everybody on the forehead, giving us little head pats like Papa loves you.
It's like, oh, here you go, buddy.
Except for you, who buy third party.
Damn.
Praise,
oh man, that was
again.
good. That was good.
I can't even say anything because the new Verka was only like $35.
Man, imagine buying a new Verka, bro. A new Verka third party. That kit's already it's not a bad kit. It's actually a really good kit, but there's some, yeah.
I can fix it.
I'm still. What? But why put yourself through that kind of pain?
Skill building.
Skill building.
Skill building.
For the challenge.
Fair. For the challenge.
Because I don't
for the love of our
skill
Gunpla.
issues. For the love of our Gunpla.
For the love of our Gunpla. I'm gonna ignore you said that.
You shouldn't.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna ignore you. Blocked.
You can't
Reported.
ignore me.
But that being said, this is a great time as always. Thank you, Jim, for just showing up with us and hanging out. Jim's basically gonna hang out with us through our build journey. It's because build is life, man. It's a great show, great series. So he'll be with us for that part of the story. Or we're gonna do movies, we're gonna do battle log, and then after that we'll probably segue into regular Gundam content here and there. We don't know where we're gonna start, so be on the lookout for that. The next episode, we're going to be covering some Plummo stuff. We don't know yet, but yeah, just stay tuned. Again, thank you, Jen. And once again, we have Jayhound and Seth here.
Hello.
Follow us on our socials. All our links are going to be below. Like, subscribe, share, whatever the hell the algorithm likes for us to say. If you're on Spotify, definitely, we have a little poll at the bottom. Just thanks for sticking around. Y'all take it easy.
Toodles.